Outside of Augsburg College today, protesters demanded answers from KSTP involving a story we aired here on our 10 p.m. newscast 1 week ago. It's the result of a controversial photo of Minneapolis Mayor Betsy Hodges.
I am here not only to stand up for Neville Gordon, but I am here for every single nameless and faceless person of color.
Inside, Stanley Hubbard was invited to speak to students and others about his success as a business leader. He's the chairman of Hubbard Broadcasting, which owns KSTP. Some protesters made it indoors, and so did their message. Hubbard responded to questions until those demonstrators were escorted out.
No, of course not. It's ridiculous. They said it. We didn't say it. We reported what they said. We stand by the story. I'm very sorry if you didn't like it.
Now, we've attached video from the evening, which includes more responses online at KSTP.com. Our story has provoked a wave of criticism with allegations ranging from sloppy journalism to racism.
So tonight we respond to the demand for answers and uncover new details on the man who has put himself in the media spotlight. Our Steve Tellier has more.
A law enforcement source outside the Minneapolis Police Department gave this picture to 5 Eyewitness News, citing concerns about what Minneapolis Mayor Betsy Hodges was doing. It shows her alongside 22-year-old Neville Gordon posing together at a Get Out the Vote event. When the picture came to us, we were skeptical, so we spent 4 days vetting the story. We have taken that picture to 8 active police officers with multiple agencies and a retired Minneapolis officer who is often critical of police. All strongly agreed the picture was problematic.
Get more people in your community involved.
We admit, and we reported, that the poses struck by Hodges and Gordon appear to be playful, simple pointing, and it's hard to understand why such a seemingly simple photo could be potentially dangerous. But police say the mere existence of it could put the public and possibly police in danger. And here's why. First of all, multiple law enforcement sources tell us this hand gesture is a known gang sign for a local group called the Stick Up Boys. The same gesture is identified as a gang sign in this gang training presentation used by the Texas Attorney General's office. And the president of the Midwest Gang Investigators Association says it's used by various gangs across the country.
It's showing the status. It's showing that he is, you know, in that community where that gang may be operating.
Police tell us Minneapolis is currently in the midst of a spike in gang-related violence. And sources say gang signs simply being present in a picture with the mayor of Minneapolis could be perceived by rival gangs as a threat or a sign of disrespect. It's difficult for many Minnesotans to understand, but just the slightest perceived provocation could spark violence. As the National Gang Center notes, quote, a mobilizing event such as one gang encroaching on a rival gang's territory will likely result in a violent event, which may result in a retaliatory act.
She probably wasn't aware that that was a hand sign, but by doing that, it lends credibility to him, his status, and that it gives the appearance that, you know, she is condoning that type of act, that kind of behavior.
In our original story, we decided to conceal Gordon's identity, although we did request an interview through Neighborhoods Organizing for Change, the nonprofit he was working with. That request was denied. We also hid the name of the organization in the original story because neither Gordon nor the group were the focus of the story. Mayor Betsy Hodges was. However, NOC has since identified him publicly, and he has done interviews stating, quote, since I got the job from NOC 2 years ago, I haven't been getting in no trouble. But because others have made him the focus, we feel it necessary to provide additional context on his recent history. While he was working with NOC late last month, according to this arrest report, he was arrested on August 2nd for aggravated robbery. He was on probation at the time, having previously been convicted of felony drug possession, selling drugs, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Then there are these pictures, which we were aware of before our original story aired. They were posted on an Instagram account under the name Montana the Real Chief. Police say that is Gordon's street name. Various images, all taken within the past few months, show him posing with what appears to be a gun, telling police to come find him. The Instagram photo is dated 4 days prior to his arrest on suspicion of aggravated robbery. Another says, F the police. And as for the hand gesture that sparked all the outrage, he is shown displaying it repeatedly, the same sign we previously identified as being associated with a local gang. Others can interpret the facts as they see fit, but these are the facts. Steve Tellier, 5 Eyewitness News.
5 Eyewitness News has a history of reporting on police abuse and successes. We believe this is an example of police doing their job to protect the community. We should also note that the video of the Get Out the Vote event that you just saw was not used in our original story, and that's because it was posted online immediately following the story that aired last Thursday. Neighborhoods Organizing for Change could have provided the video to us beforehand, having had 48 hours of notice that we would be airing the story, but chose not to. Tonight, Mayor Betsy Hodges has given her reaction to the story we aired last week. In a blog posting, she criticizes John Delmonico, the head of the Minneapolis Police Union, for his statements to KSTP regarding her hand gesture in the photo. Hodges says that she is dedicated to making the relationship between police and the community as strong as it can be. And you can read Hodges' entire statement by clicking on the links page at KSTP.com.
Well,